Alright, what is up, everybody? Look at this, man. I'm 2 minutes early. That's what I'm talking about. 2 whole minutes early. Don't get used to it. It's not going to be the norm. But let's get started, man. Let's get started nice and quick tonight. Dearest at Marvel Champions. What do I even want to say, though, man? That's the question. What do I want to say? A message to all the 6-star Claire arena grinders. Please keep the cutoff low so I can grind next round. Thank you. Yes. Oh no. No. Okay. Message to all the 6-star Claire arena grinders. Please keep the cutoff low so I can grind next round. Thank you. Tweet. Tonight, of course, being the final round for it. Alright, Shed. Sending over a buck with the freaking quickness. Shed. That was awfully fast, man. Stop. Thank you, dude. BG slapped me in the face. Not the knee, not the arm, not the spine. In the face. Who would slap in the spine, anyway? Seriously, what kind of a punk do you gotta be? That, like, basically, you know, someone's in your face, like, what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's right, nothing. And then as they're walking away, you're just like, I'm gonna slap that dude in his spine. Like, unless he's sunburned, how is that even gonna hurt? Actually, no, I guess it would, I mean, it could still hurt. There's some big people out there, there's some strong people. If you slap hard enough, that'll still hurt. Alright, anyway. Shed, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, as always. Just don't slap me in the nuts. Yeah, that's very true too. Oh, what the? Your name. There we go. Was out of position. Stiatics, I don't know about saying BG wandered into Abyss to see how it'd go with all my rank 3s now. And I kinda stayed. Currently on Infinity Man, dude. Alright. Just doing a casual little exploration of the Abyss. No biggie. Just a little Abyss run. Out of nowhere. Out of the blue. Good luck with your run, dude. Static, thank you for the buck. Alright, let's get started. Let's go do some stuff. GG, this month's side quest was pretty solid for mid and upper tier players. My alt account is Cav and has gotten plenty of shards, a good pile of 6 stones, plus the awakening gem. Overall, great in my opinion. I think it was pretty solid. It's there's a lot to it. It's quite time consuming. But overall, I think it was pretty solid. I still have to do a bunch of that. Let me check on it, actually. So I did end up auto fighting the lowest difficulty one while I was just, you know, doing some editing. So I've actually done that on all of them. Oh, no, never mind. I lied. I didn't do it on this one. But I still have a bunch to do here. And yeah, the clock's ticking. So I'm going to have to finish that up. But a lot of the higher level rooms are all done and everything. So anyway. Let's, I gotta do AQ before anything else, actually. Stiatics, I know another buck saying, can confirm Torch at rank 3 is stupid good. Yep. As is Aegon at Sig 180. I bet. Damn, dude, I bet you ramped up real fast. Sig 180. With the extra hits that you get with having the higher, what's it called? Higher challenger rating and all that. Yeah. I bet you're ramping up pretty darn quick. When's the next Carina challenge? Soon. Pretty soon. I was just looking. I've got some revives expiring, so I'm going to have to do one soon here. I was thinking about maybe doing one tomorrow even. Like that soon. I don't know. I have like a couple days before some revives expire, so we'll see. Brian's Bean Stash sending over 3 though, saying, Brian, how the hell are you? What's wrong with you? You need to replenish me. You keep buying tortillas and not beans and rice. I'm waiting. This is actually kind of true, dude. I'm like almost out of beans. And Laura was eating my tortillas, so she actually ended up buying more. Dude, are you in my home? This is actually the truth. I have too many tortillas, not enough beans, man. Anyway, thank you for the 3 bean stash. I'll correct that as soon as possible. Maximus, Senator 05 saying, dire situation, buddies. Tweeters, please. All right, let me see. Please talk me down. Oh, Maximus. Maximus, please. Please. Not Thanos. He's got nothing. I mean, it would look cool to have the silver stars, but he's just Thanos. He didn't even get like a cool synergy. Wait until he gets a cool synergy, dude. It'll make it that much more exciting. That's what you should do. All right. I know you like to do the unique rank ups, but if Thanos gets a cool synergy the same way that Kang did, it'll make it more exciting to then get the resources if you're, whatever parts you're missing to kind of, build him up, max him out, and then, yeah, man, and then pop an awakening gem into him or something like that. But not Thanos. Please, anybody but Thanos. As far as Maw goes, hold on a sec. What the hell is Maw's awakenability? I mean, I used to know what it did, but has it changed with his updates? Let me see. There he is. There's this catfish. That's what Amy in Hobbit stream was calling this guy. Alright, awakenability. When the opponent misses an attack, they are inflicted with a degen passive. That's right, you get the degen passive there. And then while the opponent is suffering from a fault or debuff, their auto block ability accuracy is reduced by 100%. And Ebony Maw gains a bunch of ability power. Is this new? Is this part new? I think that it was just a degen before, right? Did they add this part? Or did I just forget about it because Maw is a very forgettable guy? This isn't that strong necessarily. His degen, the degen, it goes up though, doesn't it scale from increasing duration of degen effects by 10%, reducing opponent's fury. I thought maybe they took away some of that scaling. Because I think it used to scale more. Unless I'm just missing it here. I don't know. Maximus, though, I don't know, dude. That's... Maul will get a Mystic Gem for sure? Okay, alright. At least it's not the generic. I'm having a hard time talking you away from Maul because... I've always sort of thought Maul was cool. So it's a little bit harder for me to talk away from that one. But please, whatever you do, not Thanos, not yet. Okay. It's pretty strong. He's way slept on now. I think he is a little bit. B Manny. I don't know how he still feels, but he was actually using Maw like post buff since he ranked his up for defense, and he was actually getting some use out of Maw offensively in some areas, whatever he was screwing around with. Maybe just the monthly event quest or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, Maximus, thank you for the 5, dude. Shed sending over another buck saying, well, the original wording is shoot me in the face, not the knee, not the arm, not the spine in the face. Okay, that makes more sense. Figure you'd rather slap people instead of shoot them. That's true. Yeah. Not only would I really not feel too comfortable shooting people, but I'm pretty sure YouTube frowns upon that. I don't know if it's necessarily against their policy, but I think it's one of those frowned upon situations. So Yeah, not gonna be doing any of that here. Oh man, I kind of hate using King Groot for this fight as of late. Just because I always tend to time out in the later days. When I'm not running suicides. That's what it is. With suicides on, I could... Oh, okay. At least I didn't get to a special 3. That would have been bad. Come on, though, buddy. Stop. Dude, everybody just wants to be Mysterio lately. Oh, my God. Hey, he knows how to use a special. All right. Look at that. That's the other thing I hate about this fight is Ant-Man. He tends to go passive like this sometimes, especially against an XL opponent like I am here. Hey, all right, he's using it again. I don't even care that I'm getting hit. I just want him to use his specials. Oh my God. All right, at least I'm getting a lot of Furies. Hey, use the special again. Sweet. Make some good Furies. 5 of them. Yeah, without suicides, though, I am going to time out with King Groot here. I got to get a 6-star King Groot. I really wouldn't even mind it if I got a 6-star King Groot. I would need to get him to at least a decent Sig level before I would replace my 5-star. So I'd have to pull him like 3 or 4 times or something like that. But I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't even mind it. I like using King Groot enough that I would not mind if like my next 4 to 5 6-star crystals were all King Groot. How many people could really say something like that? Not too many. But put me in that, put me in the King Groot club. Give me the crown. Timeout City right here. Aldikins, what's up, Pixie Bell? Got 5-star Red Guardian, Night Monkey, and Strife. What is your opinion on those pulls? Solid pulls. Like, all 3 of them are pretty solid. I actually think all 3 of those are pretty solid. Oh, man, if he wasn't passive before, I totally could have actually beat this guy. I would say... Oh, wait. Red Guardian. Oh, dang. I thought you said Guardian for a second there as I was fighting that guy. Even though I probably read Red Guardian. Alright, so Red Guardian, I think he's just a little bit meh. Some people do like him. So, I don't know. It's not like he's terrible. You might find some use with the champ. But I would say Night Monkey. Oh, wait. Night Monkey? Not Hit Monkey? Well, still solid. It's just... You've heard me rant about Stealth Spidey before. So you know how I feel about that champion personally. Strife's good, though. He's got a little bit of a different rotation that might take a little bit of getting used to, but that's about it. Alright, this time I'm going to intentionally stall because now we have to make up the health that I lost from timing out. I'm gonna hit his block, actually. Try to trigger poisons on myself. Oh, didn't even get any poisons. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I get an armor break. Alright, you know what? Forget it. We're just gonna kill this guy. $74%. That's good enough. BG, I'm free to play, and I need ISO bad. Any tips? Well, you get ISO from duplicating champions. The free way to duplicate champions is to play more arena, get more shards, get more crystals. You know, especially now with like the Grandmaster crystals in there and everything. And yeah, like that's going to be your best bet if you're not spending. Just got to play more arena and try to manage your ISO as best as possible. Really avoid using the generic ISO. Avoid using the off-class type ISO. And yeah. that stuff will only set you back further. I got like 2 more AQ, or I'll just do 1 more AQ fights, and then I'll be able to read you guys' messages a little bit better. But I really need to get through this green goblin so that I could set myself up energy-wise for like after stream just to finish my path. And then get some rest. So I didn't sleep too well last night. Shark Puppet sending over Buck. Give me just a sec. Come on, Green Goblin. Notice how I didn't even try to play around So Saith Doom. Sure, give me the debuffs. They hurt so bad. Oh no, free healing? This is such a, I don't know, it's such a weird move that they did with AQ. Where, you know, it was like super tightly tuned to the point where it was ridiculous when they first introduced So Saith Doom. And they just made it so easy. You just don't even try to play around it. Playing around it ends up with me losing health. Is it level up time? It's almost level up time, Deej. Almost. Shark Puppet. So, let me see where you're at. UG just pulled 5-star Spider-Gwen and Hitmonkey. Who do you think is better between them? And would one be better than a 4-star maxed out Doom? This is interesting. I think in the hands of a skilled player, I think Spider-Gwen is better. Like, you know, more useful than Hitmonkey. But I would think that if you're comparing your 5-stars to 4-star champions still, you're probably going to be better off with Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey just has more damage, just easier access to that damage. They're both a little bit on the glass cannon-y side of things, where neither can take too much for hits. So you have to be careful either way, whichever champ you're playing with. But Hitmonkey's just going to be able to dish out more damage. So, yeah. The one nice thing about Spider-Gwen is if you're not uncollected yet, Spider-Gwen will be good against the Collector. But the hardest part about becoming uncollected is not even the Collector. It's just the journey there, going through the masochism nodes and all that stuff. The Collector will be difficult, but yeah, of course. Yeah, so anyway, I would say Hitmonkey probably. As far as being better than a 4-star maxed out Doom, you probably don't want to take those champs higher than rank 3 at most for now. And which means that Doom is probably still going to be more useful to you than either of those champs. But you can use them in tandem. You can use both. So yeah, those are solid champs. Maximus, I know another 5 saying, when is item use again? Black Bolt will be Sig 173. And that gem is for Medusa exclusively. Oh, damn. Let's see. I used to remember the order for the 3-day events back when we had minimums. It might be next. Did we just have an item use? Oh, we just had item use. Okay, never mind. You've got some time on item use if you're saving the SIGs for that event. There's 4 3-day events in total. I think this is the order: arena wins, completion, then the other arena event, the other perfect series, whatever, and then item use. I think that's the order. So yeah, you got some time on that one. But okay, saving that gem for Medusa. I like it. I like it. Easy. Ciandino Buck saying, alright, Brain, I didn't want to try to ask last night because it was Twitter show-off time for me and everyone else. But am I making the right decision putting the generic and 6-star SIGs into Ghost? The offer left me with about 35 generic SIGs in my overflow, and I have enough tech SIGs to take her to about SIG 110. Other options would be Namor, Falcon, or Angela. I can't remember. Do you like Ghost? Because, I mean, if the answer is yes to that question, then yeah, it's the right call. Ghost is insane. Her awakenability, very strong. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. Kabam, I think at this point it's safe to say they're just never going to nerf Ghost. I would be shocked if they ever nerfed Ghost. I don't know if they'll ever bring it back as a 7-star. I don't know. These days they are buffing the hell out of so many other champions that she doesn't dominate quite as hard. But still, yeah, man, I still consider her to be the best champ overall in the entire game. The speed that champion has. I do like Ghost, but I'm pretty mediocre with her. Well, this is your opportunity to get better. If you have a 6-star at rank 3, SIG, whatever you're able to get her up to, yeah. I consider it to be worth it at the end of the day. Whether or not you want to commit to it, it's a tough call. You know, anytime you're going to be using some of the rarest resources in the game, it's got to be something that you're okay with since you're going to be playing the champ. But it's worth it. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, the way I see it, the amount of resources that you can save by awakening that 6-star Ghost more than makes up for, like, the cost of all those goods that are going to be pumping into her. Because you're going to be generating power at a faster rate, right? Which means the opponent is not going to get to throw off as many specials. Which means there's a lower chance for you to get blasted in the face by those specials. So the amount of revives and potions, and just the speed. Just the speed at which you're going to be able to go through certain quests and things like that and get back to arena for your game time and all that. Like, yeah, it's more than enough to justify the cost. So the only thing that you really have to ask yourself is, do you like Ghost enough to pull the trigger? But it is worth it. So yeah, let me know if you go through it, because I am curious to know if you are going to commit or not. Only Zundog sent over to. Oh, and we got a Hobbit raid. Hobbit, I saw the raid mid tangent about Ghost, so yeah. Oh, and yeah, your 5-star counter for at least 50% of Act 6. Yeah, okay. All right. I would do it if I were you, dude. All right, only Zundog, though, sent over to. Thank you, man, saying, how do you fix a broken pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. Okay. A pumpkin patch, dude? And it's not even Halloween time? Okay. Boo. Freaking boo, man. Jay sent over a buck saying, hello, Mr. Bean. Hello. Yesterday was fun. Got I-Bomb. Took him to rank 3 as well as Warlock. Damn. That's some powerful ranking up right there. Got Ghost and used the generic 6-star on her. We'll take her to rank 3 soon as well. Love the content, brother, as always. Dude, thank you, man. Congrats on all that. That is that's a massive change in just one day. Congrats. Sick stuff. Hey, what up, Jack? Sending over 20 of them Australian bucks like you so often do. Thank you so much once again, man, for all that generosity. Seriously. I don't see the message from you just yet. I'm sure there'll be one soon, so I'll be on the lookout for it. But yeah, thank you again. For real. Generosity goes a long way. Thank you, man. Mike Dance. Yeah. Oh, wait. I see the message from Jack now. Saying, hey, BG in chat. I got Summer of Pain Mysterio down in 3 revives. Not bad, dude. Took Man-Thing to rank 2 and got the job done. That's part 1 of 2. Okay, dude. That's not bad. With Man-Thing, I'm telling you, like, it's I do not think that fight is easy with Man-Thing at all. Like, it's certainly doable, and you're proof of that. But that's really good, dude. That is not bad at all. Like, I would have been happy getting it down and even like a couple more revives beyond that. Nice, dude. All right, I'm gonna check out your part 2 whenever it's in. But Mike Dance, sending over a buck as well. Thank you, dude. Where are you at? I don't know where you're. Wait, hold on. I see a message from Ms. Jane at Mike Dance saying, "Pretty sure you just leveled up in dad status." I'm afraid to read this. Hold on. ABG, I managed to pick up a PS5 for my sons. Currently playing Fortnite alone while they're sleeping. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, dude. Based on Ms. Jane's comment, I thought I was afraid there was going to be a dad joke. Mike, that's awesome, actually, dude. Dude, I mean, I don't have any kids, and I don't plan on having any kids ever. But I feel like that's exactly what I'd be doing, man. I'd want to buy stuff for my kids, but then I'd be like, go to sleep. It's my turn to play, you know? Okay, Jack. Part 2. A better player could have got it done in 1 revive or none. I got pinned against the wall and got a few heavies in my face. Yeah, I mean, that's that fight. That's that, man, yeah. Is it possible to get it done solo or with fewer revives? Yeah. But is it easy? No. And it's kind of just expected that you're gonna get some heavies to the face. So yeah. You did good, man. You did good, kid. You did good. Doug. And over a buck as well. Saying, hi, BG. I managed to land a 6-star Shang-Chi. Congrats. Do I need to find a few more units to get him awakened, or is he good to go as is? Also, awakened a 6-star Mr. Negative. Any good uses for him? Thanks. It'd be nice if you can get him awakened. I don't think it's absolutely required to play the champion. But it'd be nice if you can get him awakened. So, I don't have a Shang-Chi. Does anyone in here have some added input? Actually, on both of those champions, Shang-Chi and Mr. Negative. What I do know about Shang-Chi is that you don't need him at a high SIG level. The way his SIG scales, it's like next to nothing. I mean, if you play the champion all the time, like I wouldn't mind having a SIG 200 Shang-Chi, especially since his prestige is decent. But basically, so there's 2 parts to his awaken ability. The first, Shang-Chi can perform critical hits through the opponent's block. Personal abilities that trigger on critical hits will trigger through block. The second part, critical hits deal extra damage of hit damage as burst of physical damage. This ability is based on hit damage before checking block proficiency, armor, and resistances. So you get a decent amount of added damage, and it's like, I don't know, when you add this type of damage where it's just that like burst, dude, that's awesome, because it helps you go through like damage caps. It helps you safely like stay under the radar for things like rage. It scales better if you're able to amplify his attack in some other way rather than like just adding 20% to your base attack or something. Anytime you do need like some secondary damage, like against the Grand Master, it is nice to have that awaken ability, man. That pause said a lot. I'll find a way to get that awakening gem. I mean, I don't think it's absolutely required. And again, like, I don't have a ton of experience with the champ. I did play him a bit, but I don't know, like, every situation with the champion. But I would be trying to get the units. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to see if anyone else has any input in the chat. As far as Mr. Negative goes, I kind of just see him as a defender. I know some people like to use him offensively, but I don't really see my alliance mates using him unless I missed it, because he is still new and not that many people have Mr. Negative yet. But a few people in my alliance have him. I don't really see them playing the champ too much. Like I said, unless I'm just missing it. I don't hear of too many people using him. Yeah, I don't really see Brian summon MSD. I wish he was in here. He would have the full details. The crit through block allows his crit hit ramp up to go faster, which caps at 300, so more crit hits, higher damage faster in a fight. Okay. I have a 6-star Shang-Chi. I use him unawakened, although I would love to dupe him for those added benefits. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, you definitely don't need to awaken him, but it seems like it's a good addition to his kit. It's not as important as, you know, someone like Aegon, you know, but or Fury or something like that, but yeah, I would be trying to get him awakened if it's reasonable to get the gem for you. If it's not reasonable, listen, you'll find a way to awaken the champion another time, and you could have fun playing the champion unawakened until then. But if there is some way to get the gem within a reasonable way, then I think it's worth going for. So yeah. Alright. I wish I knew more about Mr. Negative to tell you, but like I said, for the most part, I just see him used on defense. Only Zundog send over 2 saying, tweet, Bean Man, love you. Okay. Let me see here. Dude, are you on that Lunchable? you eating them Lunchables again? Eating like a king 2 nights in a row? Nice haircut, by the way. Thank you. Dude, I think I have this exact same remote. Do I? No, mine's slightly different because there's only 3 buttons on mine, not 4. So mine's definitely slightly different, but I'm guessing this is like a Roku remote or something, right? Because I have the TV I have is like a pretty cheap TLC one or whatever that has Roku built in. Anyway, dude, the Lunchable pizzas. Oh man, with the Crunch Bar, dude, I only got to eat this like twice in my entire life. I always brought lunch to school as a kid. But it was like the same thing every time. It was salami and mustard sandwich. It was no Lunchables, man. Wish I had the Lunchables. If I had a choice as a kid of what I would eat for lunch, it'd be like Lunchables. I mean, you had the Capri Sun there, which was awesome too. And then I would say the only thing you're actually missing is Dunkaroos. That's like the ultimate kid lunch. Damn, now I want some Dunkaroos. Now I want one of those Crunch Bars. Those Crunch Bars are really good too, man. I'm not even that big on chocolate. I was never that into chocolate. Like, I always loved candy, but I always loved the like the non-chocolate candy. But those Crunch Bars, yeah, I actually like those a lot. BG, whom should I rank up, CGR or Dr. Doom? Dude, I mean, we're talking about 2 of the best champs in the game here. I think Doom overall has more uses, but I can't really tell you. You got to think about what's missing in your roster, what you need, the content you're going up against. You really can't go wrong just ranking up one champ after the other. It doesn't matter who you go with first because they're that good. But without any other context, I would say Doom has more use in this game than CGR. What's up, Ghost Dog, by the way? Brian Bideau Grant. Good evening, sir. Check Twitter, please. Shang-Chi input. Okay. We got some Shang-Chi input on Twitter. What do we have here? Oh, hello. Got the 6-star Awaken rank 3. Dang, Sig 200 as well. Wow, okay. Oh, here we go. Felt compelled to shamelessly flex my newest shiny toy. Been playing Shang-Chi for past couple months unawakened, still an A+ champ without silver stars. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Some more added Shang-Chi input. But yeah, congrats. Never heard of Dunkaroos? They have those. Oh, you never heard of Dunkaroos? I mean, I don't know if they still exist. I imagine they do, but I don't know. Hold on, let me pull up a picture. I've only eaten these things a handful of times too, because a lot of this stuff is pretty expensive. Hang on, I got a picture pulled up here. Oh man, I'm really trying not to eat junk food anymore either, and this is not helping. So this is what it looks like all up close and everything. You basically have a tray. There's like different cookies in there depending, but yeah, I mean it looks like this. You know, this is like 5 of them. So you break one off. You peel off the cover from it, and then you just have some cookies to dunk in like the frosting. It's pretty great. That's another thing, dude. I'm not even on cookies like that. Again, man, I'm like candy but not chocolate. Junk food in the form of like chips but not really cookies. So this kind of, it's not even my thing I want the most, but damn, if I want, man, I would love some Dunkaroos right about now. They're pretty freaking good. Oh, Jesus Christ, you just straight up dunk it in cake frosting? Yes. I'm gonna have a diabetic seizure just looking at that. Yes. It's great, dude. It's freaking great. GG, how do you get a country girl's attention? A tractor. Okay, yeah. Boo. Boo. Take a lap. Take yourself to Farmers Only. I don't know. Take yourself somewhere, but you gotta get out of here for that one. Boo, dude. Meaning Warheads, Extreme Sour, and now I can't feel my tongue. Oh, God, I remember Warheads. I haven't had those in forever. Dude, I'm dying over here. Please, Fraggle Rock. There we go. What's up, Quick Shots? Hold on, smoking like crazy. What? BG, an alternator caught on fire in the parking lot at work. Damn. Second time I've ever called the fire department. It's just that nasty burnt electronic smoke. Yeah, dude, that stuff, that cannot be healthy to be even close to, right? With how bad that stuff smells. Anyway, the fire department just had me disconnect the negative battery terminal and the car was towed away. Oh, damn, dude. How was your day? I mean, nothing caught fire yet. Okay, had to check because I did plug something in today that I don't normally have plugged in. It's just a battery charger for my camera battery, but haven't used this charger. I usually charge it a different way, so we're good. There's still time, sadly. Yeah, we got it like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Let's hope nothing happens. Dunkaroos made a comeback months ago. I had several recently. Really? They're making a comeback? Dude, interesting. What champs are good to become Cavalier? Well, there's a lot of robots along the way, so robot slayers like Magneto, Medusa, Arcus, Nebula, to name a few. And you're also going to need a poison immune champion, ideally, against Crossbones. He's the boss of the 5th quest. Ideally, poison immune and someone that can shut down healing, although technically you don't need either of those utilities. But someone like Warlock would be insane for it. Question is, more so, which champions do you have rather than which champions are good? Because we can't just pick the champions that we want. Show us a picture of you with hair. I'll take the bald cap off one day, but today's not that day. King sending over £2 saying, I don't know if you have chalk dips there, but those remind me. Chalk dips? Was that shortened because of the super chat? Is that just chocolate dips, or what do I search? Because I don't think I've heard of what you're talking about. At least it's not coming to mind. But I'll take a look. Let me just type in chalk dips as you wrote it. Oh no, yeah, it is just chalk dips. Okay. No. Let me pull up a picture for you guys. Oh, nice. We have like a... Dude, someone took like a really nice photo. Look at this thing. Someone really went all out for this picture, man. This is like they're setting up a commercial shot right here, or I don't know, maybe they're trying to get a good Instagram page going or something like that. But they've got the crumbs off to the side. But okay, so it looks like this, I guess, where one side is filled with chocolate, and the other side is just like some breadsticks, or what? I like how it's called a pot. Yeah, I just want a pot of chalk dips. Each 28-gram pot. That's pretty good. I guess it is more just like a cookie substance, right? If it's crumbling like that. Here it looks like breadsticks, but yeah, I guess it's more of like that crunchy cookie stick kind of thing, huh? I'd eat it. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the grind. All the junk food. Must be strong. They're kind of sweet tasting. Yeah, I'd imagine so. But no, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that until just looking up these pictures. I don't know if we have stuff like that here or what, but like I said, I was never really into the cookie type snacks too much. So I was never really in those aisles at the grocery store. Damn, all this food talk is making me hungry, and I just had breakfast. Yeah, these streams are no good, man. These food talk streams. Young Kid Easy sending over a buck saying, hey BG, wonder if you remember me, but I donated a while back. Anyways, was wondering if 6-star Immortal Abomination is good. I do remember you. Because you're Easy's kid. Just kidding, of course. But anyway, yeah, 6-star Immortal Eye Bomb. Dude, Immortal Eye Bomb's insane. Absolutely. I'll be ranking up mine very soon here. I don't know if I want to take him up this next level up event. I might. I probably will. So yeah, man, he's insane. He doesn't need to be awakened. I'm going to talk more about that if I do end up taking him up tomorrow. Like, I'm just not sure who I want to take up first, I guess, is the only thing that I'm thinking about. Is because I have a few champs that I want to rank up. But, if I do end up ranking up I-Bomb tomorrow, or whenever I do end up ranking him up, I'm going to talk more about his awakenability and stuff. Because I am going to be awakening mine. I knew you were going to use your special. Fucking hit monkey. But yeah, he's insane. Doesn't need to be awakened. Super strong, regardless of your mastery setup. And yeah. I don't know how much else there is to say about it. I do have like a live stream where I was playing the champion. I tried to keep it a little bit shorter. It's like an hour long, where I had the dev, Kabam Broccoli, on call with me, because we actually co-designed that champ. But if you want to hear more. But yeah, he's good. Super strong. Make sure you have willpower. If you don't have willpower, then a lot of... I mean, like, he'll still be strong regardless without willpower, but one of the biggest benefits to the champion, I would say, is that you're not taking any poison damage. And if you have willpower, that's just like free healing, because you're always going to have a poison debuff on yourself. So, yeah. BG, I'm having a hard time getting hero crystals. Do you have any tips and tricks? Also, my arena grind isn't that good, and so I can't get good rewards from them either. So you don't need to get the top level rewards to get good rewards from the arena. They'll add up. The shards and the units and everything like that you get from the arena, they will add up. Don't spend your units to get hero crystals. Just in case you're already doing that or thinking about doing that, make sure you're spending your units on unlocking your masteries, because that's going to make all of your champions stronger. And then you'll have an easier time just progressing everywhere and playing the arena and all that stuff. As far as getting more shards goes, though, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but it sounds like you perhaps might be a little bit newer to the game. This game is a game of patience. You're not going to get everything right away. It is going to take some time to pull in the shards and stuff like that. But shards, they come from all over the place. And just like higher level shards, you just have to like rank up your champions so you can take on higher level difficulty. The only area of the game that doesn't have a good supply of shards is Alliance Quest. But story quests, the monthly event quest, the side quest, any other kind of bonus events that are going on, the incursions, the arena, alliance war, every single one of these areas will give you shards and like a decent amount. There's not necessarily one area of the game that you have to participate in for them. It's just the more you're able to participate in each one of these areas, the more you're gonna get. And then, like I said, if you want to pull in the higher level rewards, you just have to rank up your champions so they can take on higher level content. That'll sort of unlock the next tier of shards that you'll be pulling in. That's pretty much it, man. You just got to be patient with it. You're probably not doing anything like wrong per se. It's just that it takes time. Craig Hardy, and $100 and BG, is Colossus worth a generic gem? That's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. Let's talk about it a little bit. So, Colossus does not need to be awakened. The longer the fight that you're in, the more his awakenability will come into play, where you're going to notice the additional damage and tankiness that the champion has. But in general questing situations, it's not going to matter a ton whether Colossus is awakened or not. That said, Colossus is a very strong champion, and if you end up using Colossus a lot, then like that alone could make it worth it, because it's not like you're getting no benefit in shorter quests. It's just that the benefits, they're not gonna be as strongly felt. Whereas in like, because here's what happens with Colossus Awakening ability if you're not familiar with what it does. There's two parts to it. One, you gain armor ups. You have a chance to gain armor ups every time you're immune to an effect. So like if you're against a biohazard node, for example, and you're just punching the opponent, and since you're immune to bleed, instead of getting bleed on yourself, you just have a chance to gain armor ups. The thing is, though, Colossus, he doesn't do that many hits. You're mostly doing heavy attacks with Colossus, right? So that part of the awakenability, I don't notice it that much. And I play Colossus a lot, but there are some instances where you'll notice it, but not that much. The other part of the awakenability is the stronger part, where you convert your temporary armor ups into permanent ones. Should have just pulled up the champ from the start, but let's go do that now. So you convert your temporary armor ups into permanent ones, and this is, like I said, in longer fights you will notice this, because every time you parry, you're gaining a temporary armor up buff, and then when you pop your special 2s, you gain a bunch of more temporary armor ups. 50% of each of your current armor ups get added on. So yeah, in longer fights you will notice that. In shorter fights, though, like I said, you're not really going to notice too much. You might end the fight with a couple less armor ups. That's really it. So I don't know. I guess my advice is this: if you're not already, you can rank up Colossus unawakened, play the champion, see how you feel about the champ. If you really like the champ and you end up playing Colossus a lot, and there's like no one else that you also are like debating about awakening or something like that, then yeah, I think you can justify it, because you'll probably save enough resources to like, justify the cost of that gem kind of thing. But for me personally, if I had well, hold on, which gem type are we talking about too? Did you say, did I miss it? Hold on. You're just saying generic gem. Okay. If it's a 6-star generic gem, I don't think I would do it personally. If it's a 5-star generic gem, even if those are hard for you to get today, they'll just become easier and easier over time, and I would be more inclined to use a 5-star gem than I would a 6. A 6 I can't see myself doing. But yeah, like I said, if you really like the champion, if you're using the champion a lot, then you probably will save enough resources to justify the cost, and with those savings you can, pick up the next gem that Kabam offers and things like that. So but yeah, I wouldn't do it if it's a 6-star personally. Anyway, I hope that helps, man. I hope that helps. Corey, $100 saying, Brian, how the hell are you? You're right. Don't gloat. We get it. Oh, okay. Anyway, might have to join the Witness Protection Program soon for crimes I may or may not have seen. Okay. So if you see a Bori Bildris in chat, just know that for legal reasons, that's not me. Okay, got it. Bori is a great name. I hope someone heard that name just now and is like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna name my first son Bori. That's a great name. Is somebody named Bori? I feel like maybe someone actually is named Bori and I just never heard it before. King sent over to saying, check Twitter, please and thank you. Sure, King, let me see where you're at. As the head of the Hoarding Council, I feel like I need to come to you for help. Do I wait until the end of July side quest / events for extra rewards, or use the resources now? Hold on. Do I wait until the end of July side quest events for extra rewards? You mean like just give yourself more time to collect? Is that what you're saying? There's no need to hoard these crystals. In fact, most of the time when I'm hoarding crystals, it is not these crystals. Right now I'm hoarding 5-star shards because I'm waiting for like the next feature to come around, but 6 stars, I don't even hoard that much. The times where I'm popping open multiple is like, you know, just completed some content that happens to give a lot of shards, or an Alliance War season, or I guess there have been times where I do wait for the crystal pool to be updated, but even then I don't hold them that much. So yeah, man, if you feel like popping these things open right now, go right ahead. There's no real I shouldn't say there's no benefit to holding on to those, but the benefits, they're much lower than the other crystals that I hoard, so yeah. I don't know if you were looking for me to enable the opening or encourage you to hoard longer, but that's my thoughts on it. Thank you again for the 2. Quick shot, sending over Buck. Saying, found a maintenance guy somehow, and we went in to find the eggs before the... Okay, hold on. I must not have... Alright. The first time I called the fire department, my neighbor at the time left eggs on the stove. The water boiled dry, and, well, the eggs burnt. Smoke was rolling out of the door into my apartment. Damn, dude. That must have been scary as hell. Found a maintenance guy somehow, and we went in to find the eggs before the fire department got there. Dang, dude. That's a pretty crazy story. Looks like you're talking about motorcycles, too. I'm going to read your next message, too. Thinking about attending a motorcycle safety foundation course. I'm 28, so I think I won't immediately die now. Good luck, man. Yeah. Motorcycles, I don't know. They seem dangerous to me. Looks like they're fun quick shots to pretend everyone is trying to run you over and you'll be fine. See, that's what I would feel like, dude. I feel like I wouldn't be pretending. Oh, dude, yeah. I at one point in time I did want to get a motorcycle, but that lasted all of, like, I don't know, half of a summer when I was like 14. And then yeah, it was basically just because it was like, how much gas can you save by using a motorcycle instead of a car? Oh wow. So yeah, I was cheap even back then. But I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem worth it. Like I'm sure there's plenty of people who have never gotten into an accident on their bike. But I don't even know that many people that have motorcycles, and yet it feels like I'm trying to think if there's any that I know that haven't gotten into some kind of an accident. Motorcycles seem dangerous. The sun seems hot to me. The ocean seems wet. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I know someone who actually owns motorcycles that hasn't been in an accident. Like I said, I'm sure people have, but out of the few friends that I know that have them. Anyway, actually, I mean, my dad had a motorcycle for the longest. I don't think he ever got into an accident, so I guess there's one. But he doesn't have a motorcycle anymore. Anyway, actually, I gotta ask him about that. I wonder if he ever did get into an accident, because I think he got rid of the bike. I think he had the bike when I was a kid, but I don't think he ever rode it. I feel like that's when he gave up his bike, is when he became a dad or something. I don't know. Anyway, Sergio. See Angelo Buck. I also see the membership renewal, so appreciate the continued support, dude. Saying, hey BG, is Ghost worth a generic awakening gem? I have her at rank 3 already. Yeah. So we were actually just talking about that. EZ was debating on giving the awakening gem to Ghost today too. So, yeah, the short answer is it's absolutely worth it. All the extra power that you're going to generate, you'll get through fights much more quickly, much more easily. You'll have to deal with far fewer special attacks from your opponent because of the additional power you gain. And that alone can save you enough resources to say, yeah, it's 100% worth it. So, yeah. Yeah. I would say it's totally worth giving. Like, It's still up to you if you have other champions that you're debating on awakening, if you know who you want to give it to and all that, but Ghost is worth awakening. Yeah. One Logical Man, Sando5 saying, who would you use a 6-star generic on? CGR, Strife, Fury, Aegon, Sunspot. Not many stones for either one. Corvus Glaive, or none of them. First off, thank you for the 5. If you run Suicides, the answer is just Corvus. Period. If you don't run Suicides, I don't know if I would give the generic Awakening Gem to anyone, to be honest. Like, Fury and Aegon totally need their Awaken abilities. So you can absolutely justify giving the Awakening Gem to those champions. But would I actually do it? I don't think that I would. I would wait to do, like, personally, it's so situational. Like, you're asking what I would do, and I don't have a need for any of those champions currently. Like, a need strong enough to justify the Awakening Gem, at least. So that's really what you need to ask yourself, is like, do you need these champions? Are you about to run the Abyss? If you're about to run the Abyss, then Aegon, totally worth awakening. If you use Fury, especially if you have like a ranked up Cap Marvel or something like that, then yeah, Fury is totally justifiable to awaken. And like I said, if you run Suicides, then yeah, I mean, Corvus, he gains death immunity. Yeah, that sounds worth it. I don't even think we need to talk anymore about that. He gains freaking immunity to death as long as he has glaive charges. So that is 100% worth it. But like I said, that's if you're running Suicides. Even if you're not running Suicides, I could see some people making that justification. Personally, I don't think I would use Corvus enough without Suicides to justify it, but yeah, man, I'd say those are the 3. Sunspot, I don't recommend. Strife, I don't recommend. Cosmic Ghost Rider, don't recommend. Like, all these champs you could play unawakened. So I hope that helps. Again, it's really about your situation, not something that I could necessarily answer. But I would go with one of those 3, Fury, Aegon, or Corvus. Only if you think you're going to be using them enough that you could benefit from it. Otherwise, there's no harm in holding on to the gem. But yeah, man, thank you again for the 5. What's up, Nick? What's up, BG? Had to choose between 6-star AA and White Mags yesterday. My 2 most wanted mutants. It was a painful decision, but I went with AA. I think that's what I would do as well. Yeah, man, I would have went with AA. I think you made the right call. White Mags is great, and I still have plans to take mine to rank 3. And I am going to be using them in war sometimes. I mean, I already used them for a couple fights as a rank 2. But the thing is, you could always get a 5-star version. And I mean, I say that as if he's in the basic pool. He's not, but you can still try to get a 5-star version and mostly just be okay with the 5-star version. Whereas AA, I mean, AA, you could also be fine with the 5-star version, but still, you're going to be fighting with AA more so than just using support synergies and occasionally fighting, you know. GG, I'm back in game. What's up, Quixote? And wondering about where game modes are at. When I left, everyone hated Alliance War and just focused AQ. Still same? Ah, okay. I would say roughly similar. Yeah, I'd say like AQ is definitely the more dominant game mode. It's the more important game mode. It's the one that more people participate in compared to War. I think War has gotten some new fans to the mode. I have seen a few more people engaging in War than used to. The overall cost of War is a bit lower today than it's ever been, really. Just because the nodes aren't as difficult. Well, it depends on what tier you're at, I guess. If you're fighting in wars that have defense tactics, the defense tactics have gotten significantly easier to fight against. So that's kind of what's making war a bit easier. Also, the map hasn't changed in a while, so people are just kind of used to the nodes. But if you are already in an alliance that is in a tier that doesn't have defensive tactics, the difficulty probably hasn't changed much. Probably just as, difficult as it's ever been. But yeah, for defensive tactics, it's gotten easier. But yeah, it's still AQ is the dominant mode. We're about to get another game mode soon, which is what I thought you were originally asking about. The solo competitive mode. I'm really curious to see what that's all about once we get it.
Man loves beans.
I mean, we have some idea from the Summoner Showdown, but that's just a little idea. We need to see the prizes and all that. Fluffy Monsters, $100 saying, Beaver, how the pineapple are you? Pizza. Sometimes there are just one of those that seem that where the most is, so is for the best that comes after is approaching the interesting for the meal. After is just bushes for benches. What the hell does that mean? Bushes for benches. Happy birthday, Shiny Pelon. That message has me so confused. I'm not sure if it actually is my birthday or not. What the hell, dude? What is this message, Fluffy Monster? What in the world? Thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. White Mags is not in the 5-star pool? Correct. I think... Is White Mags in the featured crystal currently? God, why'd I scroll down? No, he's not. Right? Doing like a third scan. I checked twice. But no, he's not. Okay. So yeah, maybe he'll be there in a few weeks. I think he's in an Incursion crystal right now. Where did I get mine? Was it last? Was it last featured? Because I did get one recently. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this would be one way to do it. These crystals though, like I don't know, it's a little bit hard for me to justify spending the Incursion artifacts here. I mean, of course, like if you run Incursions all the time, actually it's not that bad. What am I saying? It's really not that bad. It's just that I'm a hoarder, and I rather cap out my Incursion fragments. It depends where you're at in the game, I guess. It really depends on where you're at in the game. If you're at a similar progression point to where I'm at, then it has become difficult to justify popping open these Incursion crystals. But if you're not quite as far along, then it's actually, like, Incursion artifacts, getting those crystals, pretty good. You don't really get that high of a chance to pull champs elsewhere. And hell, that's where Drunk Lags gave me the guarantee to get Aegon and all, so. Get David via BG. Maximus. Happy birthday, Baldy. Tweet, thanks. Okay, let me see. David. Here we go. Let's see. 3 polls are on the right. What a day, man. Best $20 I ever spent. Let's see. Ooh, Cole Thing and Odin. Okay. Got Odin insert mini speech I gave when I pulled Jabari twice. from the feature to go along with my ghost. Perfect, man. You know what content I'm saving those units for. Love you, Baldy. Nice, dude. Yeah, you got some units saved up, too. That's good. All right, man. Good stuff. Sweet. Dude, that Miles Morales is sitting in your inventory, too. We're still waiting on that buff, but it's coming one day. You got your Aegon out of there, Dingus? You must have typed that just as I was saying it or something. But yeah. I mean, that was a while ago. Think about that, though. Like, how long ago did I pull that Aegon at this point? It's been a while. The game evolves. Things change. Any warplay today, BG? No. Live Alliance War? No, I don't really do a Live Alliance War. Very rare. If I had to do war to, like, clear somebody or something like that, I would. Or if it was an off-season or something like that, but no. Even though we're not really pushing that hard this season, just out of the respect for my Alliance mates, I try to, you know, really focus up for war fights. And it's weird because, man, like, I don't get nervous doing live streams. I've been streaming every day for how many years at this point? But for some reason, doing live Alliance War, it's like, I don't know. Doing anything live, your performance tends to go down a little bit. You know? Which is still, like, it still blows my mind that MSD was able to solo the champion boss fight on stage at Comic-Con. Because let me tell you, man, I'm not nervous at all doing live streams, but I would be nervous on that stage. There's just hundreds of people there. There's a gigantic screen. I don't even know how big was that freaking screen. You can't even measure it in inches. I mean, not that most people measure in inches around the world, but anyway, it's, yeah, man, I'd have been nervous doing that. But anyway, yeah, so I saved my war fights for off stream. I only have 2 fights left this war anyway. Should be easy fights, although I did die to, I have a stealth Spidey on Rage, and I've only died to that fight once, and it was such a fluke of a death. But now that I have died to him once, it's like, oh my god. Let's not make this same mistake again. Let's just make this nice and easy, hopefully. I'm gonna hit Thronebreaker on July 4th. How about that? Nice, dude. That's tomorrow. Form Tech Tier 5 class Catalyst with side quest keys and legendary objectives. Okay. Ranking up Warlock. Out of Warlock, Guillotine 299, Buster and Yondu. Okay, yeah, I think you're making the right call. Exactly what I would be going with. Well, congrats, dude. Yo, BG, tweet. Robert Stromberg. Let me see where you're at. Hey, speaking of Warlock, finish Cav monthly event quest and pick tech from the tier 5 class cattle selector and look at this beast. All right, man. Speaking of 6-star rank 3 Warlock, what a small world. Nice. Actually, screen sizes are measured in inches, like all around the world. Hi Brian, I'm your fan from Russia. My English is bad, but I love your content. Well, thanks, man. Your English here is good. Unless that was just a Google Translate or something. But thank you, dude. I really am curious how big that screen is now. Like, how many feet? This is a gigantic Comic-Con stage. I want to say not diagonally, just like height-wise, because I was up on stage the one year, doing the commentary, and I want to say I was maybe half the height of it or something, or maybe a little bit more. So maybe it was like 10 feet tall. I don't know how many feet wide. But anyway, Jason Wild Bunch, sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying happy B-Day, BG. Read last two if you dare. I don't dare. Just kidding. Hey, BG. Will had 90k 5-star shards and still no A-bomb for this week's Summer of Pain. RIP. But did pull a Sassy and Sorcerer Supreme. Okay. Well, nice, dude. Those are great pulls. I mean, you don't need A-bomb for that Summer of Pain fight. There are other options. Unless you don't have those either. But, bummer that you didn't get the champ that you were going for. That is a bummer. But at least you got some good consolation prizes there. BG, you got 17 6-stars from July 4th. Spent all my units on Cav Crystals, but they paid off. Got 6-star Doom, Spider-Ham, She-Hulk, and a few other 6s. And got Aegon, Claire, Void from the offers. Dang, dude. Wow. Yeah, I'd say you hit the jackpot. Some really good pulls, dude. Damn. Congrats. GG, there's even a current Incursions crystal with Dragon Man, Archangel, and Nick freaking Fury. That's a 3 to 9 chance to pull a banger. Isn't there 10 in each one of those crystals? Or does that one only have 9 for some reason? Yeah, like I said, depending on where you're at in the game, those crystals are great. It's just... I was thinking about my own situation when I originally commented that I don't know if I could justify it. Bro, anyone have 6-star rank 4 hero? Not yet. Very soon, though. Like, probably 1 to 2 months. We'll see the world first rank 4 6-star champ. 69 square feet. It's got to be more than that. But if it's not more than that, nice. GG, went almost 5 stars and got no Doom. Out of 5? Yeah, I mean, that's normal, dude. There's like 200 champions in this game. If you're expecting to get Doom in 5 crystals, you're playing the wrong game. Hate to break it to you. It's probably going to take long. I mean, on average, it takes longer than that. Hey, BG, happy 4th of July. Hey, actually, yeah, you're right. It is 4th of July in some parts, isn't it? Well, happy 4th to you. BG, what are your thoughts on choosing between taking 6-star Corvus or CGR to rank 3? I think if you run Suicides, you go Corvus. If you don't run Suicides, CGR is what I would do, personally. Pretty bummed I don't get to rock this Thor thing I'm doing at Comic-Con. It's gonna be something. Braided my hair the other day. Dude. Oh, really? Oh, man, I want to see that. The Thor cosplay. Alright, BG in chat. It's anime and sleep time for me. Have fun, MCU series. Alright, later, quick shout. How did I have 5-star hero, guys? Are you asking how do you get 5-star heroes? You have to rank up your 4 stars first. Rank them up as high as you possibly can. That will allow you to take on more difficult content, and then you'll start to pull 5 stars. I refuse to believe that Iron Patriot is in that crystal, so 3 out of 9. Oh man, let me tell you something. If Iron Patriot's in that crystal, there's about a 90% chance that's who you're pulling. Can't get past 5.1.6. Any tips? I do have some tips. That quest is difficult. That node is really difficult. Even, like, you're going to see that node from time to time. Like, Kabam doesn't throw it everywhere, but from time to time, they'll put it on a... maybe like a war node, or just in some of the higher level content. It's Brute Force is the name of it, I think, right? Am I confusing the name? I think it's Brute Force. It's the one where every 6 seconds, if you don't hit the opponent, you're going to take some degen damage. Is that the right name of it? Somebody Somebody let me know. Anyway, tips on how to beat that node. Okay, so you really want to bait specials as early as possible. Actually, let me back up and say one of the most difficult things about that node is you, like, certain times you just can't hit the opponent. If they have too much power, you're gonna push them to a special 3 potentially, but you need to hit them, otherwise you're gonna take some degen damage. So you have to bait specials early, and if they don't want to throw their special when that timer's coming around, you could just parry them. Just hit them with one light attack. A light attack will give them the least amount of power out of all of your attacks. You could even delay it. You see what I'm doing right here, where I'm stunning, and I'm only hitting the opponent when the stun timer is like down, because that'll put the timer, like if you just parried and hit them right away, well, that timer is ticking away while the opponent's still stunned. They can't throw their specials while they're stunned, right? So you want to bait early and just try your best to limit the amount of power you're giving to the opponent, just in case they get really stingy with throwing their special. And do the delayed attack as needed. You don't always have to do it, but if you're only hitting them the one time, then yeah, you could do that. Power control champions will help you, because again, that's one of the problems with that node. So if you have someone that that can power drain and stuff like that, then you can play the fight mostly normal and it'd be fine. Aside from doing that, from the techniques I was just talking about, you really just need to know how to parry and just try your best to deck specials like any other fight, and that's pretty much it. So I hope that helps a bit. And it is brute force. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that wasn't the right name of the node, but thanks for confirming it, guys. Doom is good with his unblockable special 1. Oh yeah, Doom is great for brute force, because not only does he have the unblockable special 1 where you could always get the degen off of yourself, but with his power control, yeah, I mean you could play that fight pretty much just like any other fight with Doom. Hey, can you tell me when is Spider-Man Miles Morales buff coming? No one knows. All Kabam has done is confirmed that he will be getting a buff, and it's taking longer than other buffs because they want to include animation changes, potentially. So yeah, nobody knows though, man. We're all waiting. Even, like CCP, even in CCP, we don't get info that early about stuff. It's we'd probably only know like a couple days before everyone else. Does Omega Red Sig ability damage scale with suicides and boosts? Sig ability, no. In the description, it tells you it's only base attack. I think it tells you that in there. It should. Pretty sure. It's been a while since I looked at his well, Batman. It's been a while since I looked at his Sig ability, but I'm fairly certain it tells you in there. The one thing that will scale with Omega Red's signature ability. Yeah, here we go. This damage scales with base attack only. The one thing that will scale is the attack synergies. Like the not unique synergies, just the synergies that say like plus 6% attack. Which I think is a bug technically, because obviously that's not the champion's base attack. But I think I think it's not a bug with Omega Red. I think it's a bug with those attack synergies. Because for people out there who remember the way that Labyrinth works, before we had champions that, before we had like rank 5 stars, you had to use attack synergies to get your champion's attack above 2000 to get the extended enrage timer. And we did that through the use of, attack synergy. I just said it. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Anyway, that, I don't think that should have worked at the time, but Kabam, I I mean, it would have been stupid if it didn't work, I guess. So they would have had to like lower the number. I don't know. It was a weird situation. It was a very weird situation that we had with the whole labyrinth attack synergy thing. Thinking back on it, I don't know, it was like normal at the time, but it was like this semi-hidden game mechanic. It was strange. But yeah, so attack synergies will affect his awakenability, but nothing else. Hey Brian decided to open a regular Cav Crystal and pulled 6-star Black Widow Clairvoyant. Nice. Didn't even go for the feature crystal of her. Well, very nice. Congrats. Is your arena tutorial you made a year ago still good? Go off, or did things change? So, yeah, the arena system has pretty much completely changed. The info there, a lot of it's still valid. It's just that the arenas themselves, like, it was valid for arenas that cap out as 4 stars, I guess. So it will still be useful for the what's it called? Summoner Trial arena. But that's the only arena that info is good for, pretty much. All of the arenas, they technically work the same. The only difference is that you have to use higher star level champions if you want safe matches in the higher level arenas. So technically it still does give you like a good base of knowledge. But because the arenas themselves have changed so much, really the only arena that it would give you good info for is the Summoner Trials. I'm waiting for Kabam to kind of finalize their arena changes before making another guide. That's the reason why I haven't made another one yet. GG, after semi-whaling, I pulled myself the following 5 stars. Doom, Havoc, Stark Spidey, Spidey Ham, Sorcerer Supreme, and Sim Supreme. Okay. Some really solid pulls in there. Congrats, man. Dude, you got a lot of the top mystics there in Doom, Sorcerer Supreme, Sim Supreme. Damn. Well, congrats. You got a lot of the Spider-Verse champions too. Like, you just pulled an entire team that can go into Variant 5 right there. Ooh, my game is lagging a little too much. Let's do a restart. Brother just made it to Conqueror and can't get past 5.1.1. Yeah, I'd recommend clearing Act 4 as much as, like, 100% as much as possible of Act 4. Act 5 is a pretty noticeable step up in difficulty. You need a solid team of champs to help you get through there. Act 4 has really good rewards. They have permanent mastery points that you can earn, along with catalysts that'll rank up your champions and all that. So, recommend clearing at least the first 2 chapters 100% in Act 4. And if you can stand it, clear the whole thing 100% before moving on. It'll make Act 5 a lot more enjoyable. Forgot to buy a potion. You know what? Let me check on AQ. Let me do another fight in AQ while I'm fresh, while I have the fresh restart. Might as well. Night, Pixie Bell. What champs do you think I should bring in 5.2.5 and 5.2.6? I don't know your roster. I can't tell you, man. I could name some champs that you may or may not have. You don't need any champion in particular to handle those nodes. The Bane node, that is. In general, champions that can heal or potentially drain the opponent's power, I think they have a slight edge in that situation. But otherwise, you don't need any champ in particular. Whatever champs got you to that point in the game. go. Let's go, Electro. Thank you. Alright, this poison should hit pretty hard. %. I kind of want to chill out. Try to get some of this regen first. Hit his block a little bit. Alright, he should have like 1 tap left in his block. Just getting that free healing. It's 2 taps. Alright, cool. Least favorite node, BG? Maybe Aggression Fury. I'm really not a fan of Aggression Fury. There are counters to it, but I just don't like the idea of that node. I do like the idea of Aggression Prowess, which is similar. So, Aggression Fury, for those of you that don't know what it is or need a refresher, every 2 seconds that goes by, the opponent gains a pretty sizable Fury. I think it's like 50% of their base attack or something. It's stupid. It's such a stupid node. And like, you take away the Furies, all the aggression nodes work the same. You take away their Furies when you hit the opponent. So as long as you're hitting the opponent a bunch, it's fine. But if the opponent goes passive, first off, it's already annoying that you're dealing with with a now passive opponent, and that can get you in trouble just by itself, as we've seen with this Mysterio in Summer of Pain. But when you add in Aggression Fury, now suddenly you can't even take a blocked hit from the opponent because they have, 4 or 5 times their base attack, and even parries are dealing crazy damage, like you're in the a double-digit room in the Incursions or something like that. It's ridiculous. Champions like, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, whoops. I don't know why I threw a special there. Champions like Thing can technically take advantage of it. Power control champions can be really nice for it. Ghost, because you're not taking any hits, you can phase those hits. Quake, of course. Anyway, that's probably my least favorite node. Aggression Prowess, what it does is it's the same thing, except instead of increasing their attack just always across the board forever, it's just their special attack. So it's like, okay, if they go passive, you can still block hits as much as you want and stuff like that. It's just their special attacks become more threatening. But even Aggression Fury makes their special attacks more threatening, so it's like doing the work of 2 nodes in a way. Anyway, Jack sending over another 10. Jack, thank you, man. Saying, BG, can you explain to me on today's war? Our opponents cleared our boss and most sections in war in super quick time. We were trying to work out the energy moves in war, and these guys were too fast. Interesting. Sugar Tax, I see he's saying you can clear a war in 6 hours. How long did it take them, out of curiosity? Like, with the energy change, is that true that you can clear in 6 hours? I mean, I guess since it's 45 minutes now per energy, so I guess that's 8 energy plus whatever you start with. That's crazy, man. How many nodes are there in war? Hold on. I really want to go count. Faster than 6 hours? I don't know which, uh-oh. I'm just looking at the chat here. See Karate Mike saying, dumb. Uh-oh. I think the map sizes change depending on which tier you're in. 55 nodes? No, there's more than 55 because there's blank nodes. Right? So we start with 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it should be 13 on both sides. So 26. I think there's 41. If my quick count is correct, I think there's 41 moves in this first section. Maybe we'll just estimate and say that it's 41 in the second section as well. Might be like one additional node or something like that. Yeah, it seems like there might be one additional node. But anyway, let's just say that's like 83. So I'm just gonna put an estimate as like 91. Do we start with 3 energy in war or 4? I know I don't join right away because, you know, waiting for like the plans to come out, but I think we start with 4, right? So that's like 40 energy right there. And then whoops, I did that math wrong. How long would it take to get the rest? I think it would take less than 6. I mean, it definitely would take less than 6 hours because we're talking about like another 50 energy. So if everyone was really on top of it, yeah, it would take like 4 hours. Is that right? I'm trying to figure out if I'm making a mistake here because this doesn't even sound possible. But I think you can clear war in like 4 hours now. Well, like 4.5 it would be, because you don't gain an energy on the 4-hour mark, right? So, or no, yeah, it would be like 4 hours because it would be less than 4 hours. It'd be like 3 hours and 45 minutes. That would give every person 5 energy. Maybe if my estimation was off a little bit, then you need like 1 more energy. So at most we're talking like 4.5 hours into war, you could be 100% cleared. I think that's correct, which is kind of wild to think about. It's not something I expected. Speaking of something not expected, last freaking Zarnian. I'm gonna check like I do every time. I don't know why I'm gonna check, but I'm gonna check. Nope, shouldn't have even checked. Last freaking Zarnian, just shattering knees again, dude. Sending over the last Zarnian special. Sending over. Just I found this $100 in my pocket. You could have it, bro. Last freaking Zarnian. Thank you, dude. As always, man. So damn generous, dude. The knees. Knees! I don't know why that cracks me up so much, dude. I just imagine, like, if somebody didn't understand, if someone didn't know what they're thinking when they see $100 super chat, and someone else is just like, knees. God. But yeah, last Zarnian, thank you, dude. Way too generous, man. Way too freaking generous. Thank you, man. They clear sections in around 4.5 hours. So Jack, I do think it's possible, man. I do think like that's all 10 people would have had to been on top of the ball, but I think that's possible. As insane as that sounds, I think that's actually doable. 4.5 hours. That seems to be if everybody used their energy appropriately. Jack Black saying knees. Oh my god. Is he on? What is that site? Cameo or app or whatever it is? If I could just get him to to say knees once with his face and everything. But damn, Last Sarnian, thank you again, dude. Way too kind, man. Thank you very much. Jack, thank you once again as well, dude. Both of you guys, so generous. Omega Red Gaming sent it over 5 as well, saying had to report a Merc today. It's a sad day, but if you're gonna hurt MCOC, you're gonna feel it the most. And we all legit players hate cheaters. Stay fair. You did the right thing, man. Omega Red Gaming. Appreciate the 5, dude. Keeping the game clean too. Good stuff, man. All right, let me head back into the arena with my shattered knees and all. Let's keep this grind going. I hope Kabam comes up with this thing where you can trade champions. Would be cool. They can't do that, man. It's not gonna happen. What would happen if we could trade champions? Is people would just sell champions on eBay. There would just be accounts like, you know, people already try to bot the arenas and stuff in this game. I say try, as if they're not successfully doing it. I mean, they do get banned. It's just they get away with it for enough time that it disrupts the game. But what people would do is they would make other bots too to try to collect other rewards. Any of the free rewards that Kabam gives out during, you know, holidays and stuff like that. People would just have hundreds of accounts, and then if they pull a good champion from those crystals, they would either give it to themselves or sell it on the MCOC black market. So wouldn't work. PG, can I get a Twitter's check for me? Can't super chat at the moment. Yeah, Eric Nelson. Let me see. What do we got? You can't believe how mad I am. Let's see. Oh, you just awakened your APOC, didn't you? Dang, dude. Dang, man. Normally such a good pull. Wait, what did you do to awaken yours again? It wasn't through a gem, was it? You awakened him in, was it a Nexus crystal where you selected him? I can't remember now. There was so much going on yesterday. But I know you just awakened him yesterday, so yeah, refresh my memory on that one. Wait, so why use suicides with Omega Red if the SIG damage doesn't go up with it? So he gains Death Field aura. Whenever he has a bleed on himself, he gains a Death Field aura. And although his awakened ability damage doesn't go up, just having a Death Field active, yeah, you're dealing more damage that way. Because he also has 90% bleed resistance, you're getting some life regen at the start of each fight. Nexus over Strife and Psycho Man. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember I was saying I would pick Psycho Man, which was in probably unpopular opinion on that, but anyway, yeah, so you get the Death Field aura, you get the regen, and you still do get the damage increase on your regular attacks as well. Death Field doesn't just deal damage too. It also allows your spores to go over the 10 cap. And it lasts long enough where if you have the synergy with Sabretooth, you can actually get I mean, getting 30 is not always feasible, but you can get like the high 20s in terms of your spores. And even though, like, you know, having more than 10 spores, that doesn't increase your SIG ability damage, but it does increase the degen from when you have a heavy attack and just locking in additional spores, it makes it so that as they naturally drop off throughout the fight, you're able to maintain more than 10 for a longer amount of time. Also, something that is always forgotten about with Omega Red, his death spores actually reduce the opponent's armor. It's not the biggest deal because a lot of your damage is coming just straight from the awakenability death spores and the degen that you're throwing with your heavy attack and all that. But you are also reducing the opponent's armor for the more spores you have. So having more than 10 helps out there as well. So yeah, it's a really big deal to have suicides with Omega Red. The champion is still 100% playable without suicides, but you will notice a pretty substantial difference. I can pull APOC 3 times in a day, but I can't do my rank 3 Omega. Got the remaining shards for the crystal from a Parker Wilds. Gotcha. EG, check Twitter if free. Sure. What do we got? Hey, I'm Cav and finished 100% Act 5. Only completed Variant 7. Want to focus on other variants next. Who should I rank up? Okay. I would say Variant 5 and Variant 6 is what you should focus on. Variant 6 is the villain variant, which I'm seeing you got a whole bunch of heroes here. But Variant 5 is the Mystic variant, so yeah, I'd say that variant's probably the one you should focus on. You could also jump to the Tech variant as well, because you do have Warlock ranked up. Looks like you've got a Punisher 299 to supplement as well. So you could take your pick. It'd be, you know, the Tech variant or the Mystic variant, I'd say. I do see a Ghost down here. Don't know how comfortable you are with Ghost, but if you did go for the Tech variant, of course, Ghost would be a great addition to the team. But yeah, that's what I would do. One of those two variants, take your pick. The rewards are technically better in the Mystic variant, so I'd probably favor that one myself. But if you felt more comfortable going Tech, you could certainly do that. And either way, that should probably be your next two variants. Allow yourself some more time to build up the villains in your roster. You are probably going to need more than one Mystic to go through the Mystic variant. So, I mean, it's nice that you have Dragon Man ranked up a bit. But honestly, you're either going to need, like, you know, to get Dragon Man to rank 5, or maybe get some additional rank 4 support with your Mystics. It's not just the Mystic variant, by the way. I keep calling it the Mystic variant, but it's also the Symbiote variant and Spider-Verse one. I'm trying to see if you have a Venom, which I do not see. But Venom, like, if you're going to open up any crystals, it's probably a good idea to target Venom, if possible, and that will help you out in the Mystic and Symbiote variant, along with him being a villain. That will kind of get your foot in the door with the villain variant as well. So I'd recommend. You don't necessarily have to target Venom, but I would recommend working on those two variants. Jack Black, Nor Tenacious D have a cameo. This is criminal. Damn it. I didn't think he did. Dude, Jack Black is such a busy guy. Dude's always in some movie coming out, and he's got a YouTube channel with like 5 million subscribers or something like that. Should probably have more than that. Maybe it does have more than that. Maybe that was just the last time I saw it. But that's one entertaining dude right there, man. And although I didn't watch it, but I know he was like the final guest on Conan O'Brien's show too. He was just everywhere. Thanks for the advice. I'll get some Mystics and villains ranked up. Alright, sounds good. By the way, Ghost, you say you're still learning Ghost. I mean, You definitely don't have to go with Ghost, but she, of course, is a villain. So if you did want to rank up another tech champion for the tech variant, might not be a bad way to go. But if you're not comfortable playing the champ or something like that, or just don't feel like it, I don't think you are running suicides. Looking at the PI of your champions, be another reason to not want to play Ghost as much. Generally without suicides, unless you have the Odin buffs. She's still good, but she's no longer like leagues ahead of other champs kind of thing, you know. GG, back from a walk. I got Cap IW from Iron Tomb. Should I rank him up? Cap's a good champ, man. I don't know what other champs you have or that you're thinking about, but he's a good champ. Usually worth ranking. Hello, BG and everyone. What's up, Harsh? BG, just saw your level up video and find myself having problems with tech class as well. Can't stop pulling dupes. Currently have almost 400 tier 5 tech ISO bricks. Damn. A lot of tech ISO bricks. Holy crap. Yeah, man. Whoops. I need to find a way to get rid of these tech resources. I wish Kabam would just buff Rocket. I am tempted just to take the guy to rank 3 just for the hell of it. Just for the eventual, the one day that Kabam decides to buff that little dude. My little buddy. Yeah, not running suicides. Don't have Odin 2. Okay. Yeah, so there's definitely less incentive for you to learn Ghost currently. Wow, I didn't expect him to throw that special. I was going to dash in and throw mine. He beat me to it. DJ mentioned that I will rank 3 Warlock for Thronebreaker on July 4th. Duped him from a basic crystal just now. Wow. Definitely him over Guillotine 29 and Buster now. Dude. Yeah. What kind of luck is that? You're about to rank the dude up for Thronebreaker. It's like, let me just pop another crystal just to see who's inside. Oh, it's a dupe of a champ. Wow, man. That's some lucky stuff right there, dude. Congrats. I'm still waiting for the dupe on mine. I would love to awaken this guy. Does Kamala need high sig? Kamala Khan is not a good champion. The only reason people... There's only 2 reasons to rank up Kamala Khan ever. Number 1, Carina's challenges. Number 2, your name is Suida. If neither of those apply, do not invest resources in Kamala Khan. If you are doing the Carina's challenges, then that seems like a tough challenge, and it seems like she'd benefit well enough from higher SIGs. So I've been investing SIGs into mine. You should wear a banana costume. I am. Banana hammock. PG pulled 6-star Psycho Man yesterday. He worth rank 2, 3? Not really, no. He's not a good champion. If you perhaps maybe just heard me say I would pick Psycho Man over Strife. The only reason is I kind of like Psycho Man's unique way that he controls the opponent, but he's not good. And for most people, I do not recommend ranking him up. Oddly enough, I kind of... Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to check. I'm going to check my alliance. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. Here's how I'm going to try to solve my tech crisis. I'm going to check in my alliance to see if anyone else has a Psycho Man on defense, like a rank 3. And if not, he's coming up in the arena, right? Like he didn't go through the arena yet. He must not have, because he came after I-Bomb. See the release schedule here. So Jubilee is coming up pretty soon. Okay, so Psycho Man is, yeah, just a few weeks away. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna check right now. The suspense is killing me. I want to see if anyone has a rank 3. We've got a little spreadsheet. for each battle group. I will rank 3 that dude just to chuck him on defense. Let me see. Not seen him so far. I'm gonna double check now to make sure I'm not missing it. I don't think so. I don't think we have a Psycho Man on defense. He's not even an amazing defender or anything, so I'm not surprised. But, unless I'm missing it, I don't think we have a Psycho Man on defense. Dude, I'm about to do a double grind for Psycho Man when he comes to the arena. I'm not even messing around. Hold on, how important is his awakenability? Why do I ever close Aunt May? I swear, every time I just close the tab when I'm done. I need to just leave this thing open. Anyway. Psycho Man. Look at this guy. What a creature. Whenever an opponent's ability fails to trigger while they're suffering from one of Psycho Man's concussions, they're inflicted with a heal block. If they're already heal blocked and have been power locked. I wonder if does this work with the nodes that have heal block in Alliance War? Whenever the opponent heals while heal blocked or gains power while power locked, Psycho Man gains some power, scaling up or down with how much health or power they would have gained. I can't tell if this would be annoying on defense or not. I don't know. I've only had to fight Psycho Man like once on defense, and Magneto, he just rolls right through this guy, so it probably doesn't even matter. He's probably not going to get any kills either way, but dude, I don't care. I like Psycho Man. Somebody's got to fall on that grenade. It might as well be me. Depending on what's going on when he's in the arena, I might do a double grind for Psycho Man and just use some of these tech resources that I just can't get rid of. If I pull a ghost before that happens, maybe I'll change my mind. But otherwise, yeah, screw it, dude. A diversity rank up? Wow. Yeah. The old diversity rank up. BG, do you think Corvus still holds as much value in endgame content as he used to? I feel like he has fallen off just a bit. I mean, I always thought Ghost was significantly better than no, he's still good. The thing about Corvus is this: you always want to overpower the content because you want to end fights before you run out of glaive charges. And the higher the health pools in content that we get, yeah, the more difficult it is to use someone like Corvus. And other champions, their damage has been skyrocketing with all these buffs. So relative to these other champions, you can sort of say that he's fallen off a bit. But it's more so that we've just gotten other options rather than he's gotten weaker, because he's still very useful in story content. Like 70% of players or something like that use him in Alliance Quest. He's still used in Alliance War. Yeah, he's still a great champion. And of course, he's very simple just to use anytime you just want to have, you know, an easy time questing in just like a whatever generic quest you're doing. Never thought I'd hear a Psycho Man tangent. Hey man, with enough streams, there's tangents for every champion. Magoo, I woke up randomly to Dookie Blast, and you're still live. How's it going, Tangent Papa? Well, I'm only live for another minute here, Hunter. Wrapping things up. But I'm doing good. I hope your Dookie Blast went well. Or maybe you're still mid Dookie Blast, I don't know. BG, do they put out unit store sales after July 4th with shards, catalysts, etc.? Yeah, like it's all random. So there's nothing that we can like for sure predict like on a certain date. We know for sure there's going to be other offers. They're not going to be as good. Or wait. Rick, are you saying like the same as the 4th of July where when you buy units, you just get some bonus goodies with them? If that's what you're asking, no, not really. I just thought you were asking if they were like, you know, gonna sell other stuff, but no, it doesn't really happen. That generally happens. Did that happen for spring cleaning? It does happen for spring cleaning, right? I can't remember exactly how spring cleaning worked because I remember the store, but I don't remember exactly how you got the doubloons. I think you got it from buying those unit packs though, right? So yeah, spring cleaning, 4th of July, Cyber Monday or Cyber Weekend, whatever you want to call it. And then Christmas time too, I think. Although I think those deals are not... Are those ones not as good as, like, 4th of July? Dang, man, I play this game enough. I should just know all this off the top of my head. But because I don't spend money, like, I don't always remember what the offers are. I mean, hell, my memory's not that great, so I don't remember a lot of things, but I really, especially, don't remember what all those offers are. What's Big D? How do I explain this? You see, everyone's different. The size of their Ds, at least. And it's perfectly natural that some people have bigger Ds than others. And last Zarnian, shout out to, has the biggest D. Now it stands for donation. Guys, get your minds out of the gutter, damn it. None are as good as 4th and Cyber, nor necessarily as regular. They did one on Labor Day last year as well as Christmas Day. Okay. Yeah, I think they do it every year on Christmas Day, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you're right. It's not as good. It'll just be. I mean, it's a nice bonus, but it's yeah. I know for a fact that Kabam tries to make all these events feel a little bit different. They've mentioned that in the past, where like that's why spring cleaning has like that different store where we can really pick and choose what we want to get. Whereas on 4th of July, it's not that way. And even though 4th of July and Cyber Weekend, they do feel pretty similar. I think they've tried to... I can't remember how they described it. I think they've said in the past they like want to maybe favor like shards more, and the other one favor catalyst more. But I could be wrong because they both have pretty healthy amount of shards and catalysts. So I don't know. Anyway, on that note, dude, I just went Australian for a second. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Gonna head out for the night. In addition to Last Zarnian, thank you to everyone else too, man. Appreciate all the support as always, guys. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. Slim chance at a day stream, but kind of slim, to be honest. Delithius, dude. Delithius sending over 10 right as I'm ending the stream, saying, "Where your knees at, bro?" P.S. I love you. They're in pieces. They're shattered. Oh, look, there's a There's part of my knees over there. Excuse me while I go pick up my knees and put them back together. But Delithius, thank you for the 10, dude. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.